Alright, am I back live? Yeah, I hope so. Alright, let's try this again. I'm BBF, and I'm gonna be running I Want to Find My Destiny for you. I'm gonna just get this run going again and hope everything actually works this time. 3, 2, 1, go. Looks better. Looks much better. Alright, we can play the game as it's intended to be played. About this game, it's a pretty standard 2D platformer. With 10 stages and 10 bosses. It's pretty similar to I Want to Be the Boshi, if you have heard of that before. And a fan game of I Want to Be the Guy. That's why it looks so similar. It has like the same kid sprite and most of the same spike sprites. Throughout the game you will see many different themes and gimmicks that I'm going to explain when I get there. It's pretty focus intensive. I can't explain too much, I think. I have to really focus. Good death. I should have probably taken the save because it's a marathon run. Luckily I took all the other saves that I usually skip. There we go. Save strats. This is the tutorial where you basically just learn to jump and shoot. As you can see, I can double jump. And shooting is just having 5 bullets maximum on the screen. The tutorial is really, really boring. It's probably the worst part of the run, because you have to do it so much if you reset a lot. Yeah. We are done soon, though. This long trial and error drop that everyone loves when they first play the game, it's great. Alright, we are nearing the first stage. God bless. This game came out in 2013 or 2014, I think. And it's considered one of the better I Want to Be the Guy fan games casually. As a speedrun, I have to say it's not that great. So yeah, this is stage 1, factory area. With a lot of cycles. Also, here's the first skip of the game. And I think it's the first and last unintentional skip. Most of the skips seem intentional from a design standpoint. But these spike balls spinning their plates around can be used for diagonal skip there, which saves a little bit of time. This stage is very cycle-based. You will see me reload a lot to get optimal cycles. And the problem is if you die somewhere, or just die in general, you lose a lot of time. Because there's a lot of waiting involved. Also, these crushers are really, really stupid, especially this one. The thing about these is even if you touch the side of them, even if they don't actually crush you, you still die. So yeah, pretty good coding, I would say. These blue things with arrows on a boost pad, you just get a really high jump if you land on one. Alright. You'll probably notice a lot of the stuff in this game is actually stolen from other games, which is a very common thing in these kind of games, because they're all free. So they can just take whatever assets they want from other games, and they do that very happily. Alright, got the skip there, or the fast cycle. The problem also is that a lot of the fast cycles are really precise, so the chance of dying is incredibly high sometimes. And just dying once makes it already not worth it. Of course you want to use the conveyor belt as much as possible to your advantage. If they go the direction you are not moving, you try to jump to go faster. If they go the direction you're moving, you just walk along to get faster. There's also a glitch with the conveyor belt that's going to be annoying on later on in a couple of screens. If you land on the conveyor belt and jump on the frame you land, or I think the frame after you land even still, you don't get your second jump. You're going to jump as if you used up your first jump already. Which, in most cases, is just going to kill you. So yeah. That's really fun as well. Especially if you want to go really fast, which you totally want on that screen, because cycles and speedruns, you know. We're really trying to save time here. There's not much else to say here. Just enjoy the scenery, I guess. And the great music. This game has an incredible soundtrack. Which is pretty easy because it just takes music from games, whatever it wants. Didn't have to do anything by itself, really. There's also a pretty big community surrounding these games, called the I Wanna community. The general naming convention is I wanna be the guy, I wanna find my destiny, stuff like that. I wanna X the Y. And there are thousands of these games, and all are free. Unfortunately, a lot of them are really, really bad, because everyone can make them really easily. But there's a website you can go on called delicious-fruit.com, where you can find fangame ratings and everything, and all the downloads. So if you want to check these games out, definitely go there and download some of the easier ones. I would not recommend starting with this one. This is like medium difficulty, I would say. It's about the same difficulty as Boshi. Alright. There's a really precise fast cycle here that I'm going to try to get. Alright, I should be able to get it. Yeah, nice. That's really difficult. You have to land next to the crusher pretty much right away, as soon as possible. Then platform really fast to get through there. And now time for some RNG. I don't know why, but every stage has a few screens that are RNG, and it's really stupid. Alright, that was pretty good. Now for the first boss, Lava Demon. A thing to note is that bosses are very pattern heavy in this game. That was the only RNG attack in the fight, pretty much, so we should be good from now on. Of course, I can always choke. The bosses aren't easy by any means. And on this part, if I shoot him, the lava rises, so I have to be careful. Do not make it rise too much. Oh yes, 8 HP left. That's extremely good damage. So we should be good. Some avoidance stuff. And he's dead. Nice. That is actually one of the harder bosses in the game for me. Because I'm really, really greedy, so I shoot him too much and die to the lava rising quite a bit. Stage 2. Electricity and jump replenishers. This is a pretty short stage. It used to be really easy, but lately, when I started getting more optimized in this game, it's really started to become really annoying. You can die really stupidly. Like, you see the electric fence wiggling? That actually changes the hitbox. So you can die to that while falling straight down next to a fence or whatever. Which has happened before, and it makes me really furious. So the main gimmick, as I said, is the jump replenishers. If you collect one of these circles to the right, you get an extra jump. And the boost pads are used very often here. And now for one of the hardest stages for casual players, I think. The way you have to do this is really weird. You have to like jump and collect the replenisher while going over the fence, otherwise you get a really bad angle. Which makes it almost impossible to finish that part. A lot of casual players get super stuck there, because it's really unintuitive. I don't know why he made it like that. I will be the first person to admit that this game has some design choices that are, at the very best, questionable. Oh. It was going so well as well. So yeah. Having this kind of spike, like quote-unquote spike, in your stage is pretty annoying. If you play these games, you get used to triangular hitboxes of normal spikes. So this round thing with the electricity in between is really, really hard to get used to. Oops. Fortunately, this is the only stage with really bad spikes. Or really bad platforming death traps. I don't know what to call them. Reload here for a cycle. Nice. On this screen I can only jump a set amount of times. If I jump too much, the laser is gonna kill me, so there's only one way to solve this screen, unfortunately. It would be nice if there was several ways of varying difficulty or something. Or, you know, this gimmick should have been used more often, I feel like. It's a really good gimmick, but he only uses it in that screen. You can cancel your boost movement. Like, if you are on a sideways booster, you can cancel the movement by pressing an arrow key or just moving in general. Otherwise, you would just fly pretty much until you hit a wall, which would be pretty slow at some points. Man, this is going so much better than my practice runs today and yesterday. Really glad. Oh. Reminder to hit all the saves. I have to remind myself of that because I tend to sometimes skip saves in speedruns. For example, if I would reset if I die anyway, there's like no point in saving. This is a really annoying part. Come on, dude. What am I doing? I'm doing this wrong. There we go. And now for a really boring screen. We have to hit these 5 buttons, or 5 switches, and then hit the button in the bottom middle. And then there's a trap you have to know about, otherwise it kills you, and then you have to do the entire screen again. Also, it's alive. Caution tells you to just stay at the button that you press at the end, because of stuff happening, and then you just get killed by the zombie. Oh. Don't do that. This is once again one of the more trial and error sections. You basically just have to know where to go to not die. And now for the end of the stage. Look, Mom, no hands. We have to jump here though, which is kind of unfortunate. Alright, that's stage 2, pretty much done. This screen is stupid. Okay, I first tried it, that's nice. And for the next boss. Probably the easiest boss in the game. The only RNG attack is the one he's doing now. And it's not really that difficult to dodge either. That is terrible damage. But we should be fine. Something I forgot to mention is that every boss in this game has a quick kill. That is sometimes really hard to get, but usually not so much. I just missed so much damage. Wow, 1 HP, really. Now I have to go around here. There we go. First try. You are supposed to kill him way before he goes down here, so I missed the quick kill because my damage was really, really shitty. Bosses have iframes, by the way, so I can't mash as fast as I want to. If I mash too fast, I'm gonna miss damage because they're gonna be invulnerable for a couple of frames after I hit them. So, stage 3. The gimmick, I don't even know what the gimmick is. It's laser swords. I just call this the Star Wars stage. For obvious reasons. There's like a lot of different colored lightsabers. Once again, a lot of cycle stuff, so dying costs time. A lot of time. Good. This drop can be kind of annoying. Okay, I first tried it. Nice. On this part, the circular things, whatever they are RNG. And they bounce around in weird ways sometimes. Oh god. Nice. Oh yeah. This is really annoying. Should be good. Yeah, nice. As always, RNG in marathon runs. You probably heard that a million times already. Marathon luck. It's real. Good. Alright, now for the first puzzle screen. Don't blink or you might miss it. This is all pattern, it's just memorization. When I started running this game, I had a cheat sheet open, a screenshot of this. Did I just mess up? I don't know. I don't think I did. I hope I didn't. Good. Good. Yeah, I used to have a picture open with a solution next to the game when I started running this. But after like 10 runs or something, you just have muscle memory on exactly what to do. This save deserves a special place in hell, because this jump is bad. Never mind. Just gonna first try it. Alright. On this screen, I'm not sure if I'm doing this the way it's supposed to be done. I actually don't know. I just found that way, and I'm using it. I think it's intentional that way, but that's probably a different strat you can do. More jump replenishers. The early game of this game is not very interesting in my opinion. The next stage and beyond is having more interesting platforming, which makes it kinda unfun to speedrun sometimes. Like if you reset, it's like almost 20 minutes. The first 3 stages and 3 bosses take about 20 minutes. Which is, I don't know. Resets cost a lot of time. Because just the tutorial alone is 1.5 minutes already. I can definitely recommend this as a casual game, but as a speedrun it's meh. Oh, that bounce. I could have went earlier. I didn't realize I was going to bounce off the wall. RNG, please. Never mind. So you just try to fall into a gap here, like that. Good strats. Good. The platforming in this game is overall very difficult. A couple of the saves are really long. But in the casual playthrough, you don't really care about long saves as much. Oh, I forgot. If you die here, you have to do a different strat, because the lasers are on a global cycle. So if you reload, the global timer resets and the cycle is different compared to when you first enter the screen. I think that this is the only case in the game where that happens. Alright. So far, so good. We have to go fast on this screen to catch the platform at the end. It's pretty easy. And another puzzle. This one is a bit more complex, but we should be fine. Yep. Seems good. Come on. Platforming is too hard. Great. That was a brain fart. I should have known that happens. That's a nice way to lose like 20 seconds. That was the first major mistake of the run. I'm kinda glad it lasted that long without making a big mistake. Actually really surprised. As long as we first try all the bosses, we should be fine though. Like, platforming doesn't cost that much time to die on usually. The thing that costs a lot of time to die on is definitely the bosses. And this is probably the most boring boss. There's no RNG. However, getting the quick kill is probably one of the harder quick kills in the game. If you get too greedy, you just die. Also, this attack doesn't kill you for whatever reason. Good coding. You want to do 25 damage per cycle. which I just did there, so good so far. Good. We are on pace for the 4th cycle. Oh god, I think I messed up. Yep, I messed up. And there goes like 45 seconds-ish. That's the only difficult attack in the fight, and I died to it. Let's hope that doesn't happen again. I did like no damage. There we go. That's what that is supposed to look like. I might still get it. That's still 28 damage on that cycle, which is insanely good. 26 is doable. 27 is very rare. I think I never got 28 before. Oh, I jumped really early. Yeah, that wasn't gonna work. Not too mad. We just have to do this attack now, which is free. As this entire boss is pretty free. Good. Not a bad run so far. Let's hope I can keep it up. Now is where the game starts to get difficult, though. As you can probably tell from the splash art, this is an ice stage. I can probably show this off at some point. I'll just show it off here. I'm standing still. I pressed right for 1 frame, and I slide like 30 pixels. So that is probably the worst ice physics I've ever seen. However, the stage is easy. Pretty easy except for 1 skip. So the ice physics don't really affect us. We just run at everything and do the jumps without setting them up. Mainly because setting up jumps with these ice physics is basically impossible. Oh, that's the first time I missed that skip, I think, like ever. Classic gate jump skip. Too difficult for me. Yeah, that never happened before. I literally never died to that jump before. It doesn't even say, it only saves like a second either way, but swag points. This is like all the basic gimmicks of an ice world, ice physics, platforms that fall, the icicles are gonna fall down soon, all the good stuff. Also really chilling music. This is probably one of my favorite stages in the game actually. It plays really nicely, it floats nicely, there's like not a lot of waiting. And it had the most skips in the game. Unfortunately, one of the skips is incredibly difficult. And it took me like 30 attempts the other day. I hope that doesn't happen again. I really want to get that skip because I have no idea how to do the screen normally. Good. This is once again all about knowing the traps, trial and error. The bosses and the traps in the platforming are all trial and error in this game. I have no idea how I just died. Good. Dude, what? We did it! Yay! So this is the skip that is really hard. Nice. That is super good. I did not expect to go that fast. So these snowmen look really cute when they are sleeping, but they are actually assholes. Can't say it any other way. Nice. There are a bunch of skips in this stage that aren't really used. I thought you could jump to the top right here right away, but it's a super precise jump that is sometimes, most of the time, not even possible to do because of sub-pixels. No, we're not going to go too much into that, but that jump is only possible if you have a good sub-pixel for it. I'm probably gonna get crucified for that statement because it's probably not subpixels, it's probably something else. But that's the easiest way to explain it. Alright, almost done with the stage. Something to note, the background actually moves with you, which I didn't notice until someone told me. I ran this game for like 2 months, and I didn't notice that until someone told me. It's like a neat little piece of production value that probably no one realizes when they play. Alright, another skip here. What am I doing? That is not the skip. Good. Brain farts. Come on. What? How is it not working? I'm not supposed to mess this up. This is the easy skip of the stage. It was kind of obvious that I would first try or second try the hard skip and then take forever on the easy one. That's how marathon runs go, right? Alright. We made it. Took a while, but we made it. Another pattern boss, but this one actually has pattern that you can die to really easily. Oh, this is really good damage. That part is the most annoying part. Having to do 2 gate jumps between the spike balls. Probably one of the hardest attacks in the entire game, actually, on bosses. It sounds stupid, but it actually is. This is pretty bad damage. We are probably not gonna get the quick kill here. I almost jumped off the platform. Good thing I paid attention for once. Yeah, 11 HPs. That's not going to be a quick kill. Alright, time for a little bit of avoidance. This is really hard to do if you don't know what's happening. So, you're pretty much guaranteed to die quite a bit on this boss until you learn everything. That was good damage. Ah, 2 HP. That's fine, as long as we don't die here. Good. We could kill these snowmen, but that would be boring. What am I doing? Let's hope I don't die here. Alright, that was not the strat I usually do for that, so I got pretty scared. Alright. Stage 5. This is where I get salty, probably. There's this jungle adventure theme. And some of the jumps are stupidly precise. Side note, the birds that fly around in the background don't kill you. Thank God. If they killed you, the stage would be scummy. Alright, this save sucks because of this jump. Maybe not. Today it's nice. Why do I always first try or second try the stuff I think is difficult? No one knows. Also very relaxing music, I think from Lion King. For the SNES. Or NES. I don't know. I'm not a Nintendo boy. Another one of the difficult saves, the jump up here. It's really precise. Never mind. This is perfect so far. I'm actually impressed with myself. The thing here is the shootable thing, the shootable vine blocks. The vines on the wall you can jump off of. Can I get up there? Thank you. And that's another gimmick going to be introduced in the 2 screens. Also, these water streams are basically conveyor belts. Which means I also have the glitch, where if you jump too early after landing, you are not going to have a second jump. Luckily, it's not relevant in this stage. Let's go. Alright. And now we have other kind of vines, those you can climb on. As I said, it's just a pretty nice jungle adventure. This save is really stupid. For a pretty obvious reason. There's a screen transition. And you have to do... you have to start holding left at a certain point after the transition. And it's really hard to figure out on your first playthrough. Luckily I did it again first try. Come on. Good. If you think I make this game look easy, I probably do. If you play this game for the first time, it's probably going to take you upwards of 20 hours to beat it, unless you are already familiar with these kind of games. Expect thousands of deaths and at least like 20 hours of gameplay, which is really, really good for a free game. Like, you're definitely getting your value out of this game if you download it. Unless you get really, really mad very easily, then this might not be for you. Also, jumping on these vines makes you climb them faster, but I don't really use it anywhere. Because I'm busy doing other stuff. Good. And time for more RNG. Also visual confusion with the background. It's really nice. Good. These locks are RNG. So if I'm unlucky, I'm just gonna get a lock to jump on the right, and then it can take forever to beat the screen. Come on. That jump is pretty precise. Come on, dude. It's not that precise. Also, I don't know if the skip is intentional, I forgot to put Spike there, but that's pretty neat. That was a pretty good stage 5. Did I speak too soon? I probably did. Good. Now... So this boss is... Only the first attack is difficult because of RNG. Oh, that was close. The attack would be free, the boss would be free, if you didn't go for damage at the start. The only reason that the start is difficult is because of the damage you go for. But it's really easy to just get RNG'd by the bones. Alright. I have to shoot over this plant thing because it blocks my shots. We want to manipulate this in a certain way, so we end up at the top again when it's gone. So we can deal optimal damage. Like that. And the boss should be dead now. Good. My PB actually died to the beginning RNG like 3 times, which is really unfortunate. But I've only died... I haven't died that much to bosses yet, I don't think. I died to Battle Carrier once. I to Frostwind once, which is fine. The bosses are very easy to die to, even if you have played this game 100 times. The bosses don't really get easier. A side note on this stage, the small fish actually do kill you. Unlike the birds in the previous stage. Also more relaxing music. As I said, the soundtrack is absolutely fantastic. I need to focus a lot here because this is a lot of movement. Something funny about these jet streams, even if you move in the direction the jet stream goes, you move slower than if you just get pushed by it. Which makes no sense, but it happens. Good. It's time for more puzzles, I think. This puzzle has a really good skip, though. Shoutouts to Jumpy Love for finding this skip in his casual playthrough. He actually thought this was intentional. because, you know, the kid bouncing a block off its head seems intentional or something. I don't know. It's pretty good though, saves like 15 seconds. And another puzzle screen. This one is really boring. It's really long and doesn't have any skip. If any of them finds a skip on the screen, I'm gonna be very glad. And you're gonna be my best friend forever. I don't think there's a way. Not to mention, if you mess up on the screen, it's a huge time waste. It's so much back and forth. It's basically just boring. And actually pretty easy to mess up, I would say. Good. We should be safe. And now for the second half of the stage, which is also the hard part of the stage. I think every screen in this half is harder than any screen in this first half. I hate the save. There we go. Nice. It's time for more cycles. Whenever the water is electrified by the eel, we can't be in it. So, forced waiting. A good gimmick for speedruns. Right. The issue is, you can actually die very easily. Especially on this screen. The ending of this screen is choke percent. Really, really badly. Let's hope it doesn't happen. In before jinxed. You can skip this cycle, by the way, but then you have to go really fast. Okay, good. I knew it. I shouldn't have said anything. The problem is that it's not even the chokeable jump, usually. Like, this one is chokeable as hell. There we go. That jump appears quite a lot in the game, and always at the end of saves. Which is stupid. It's like one of the game design decisions I think are not very well thought out. At least for speedruns. Like, a save like this is really, really long. So it's not a favorable save for speedruns. And sometimes one of the longer saves are also the most difficult ones. So when he made this game, he definitely did not think of speedrunners. Which is fair enough. Games like this usually don't have a lot of speedrunners. Because they are not that known to begin with. I almost died. High whale, by the way. Random whale. Gosh darn it. Time for the run killer. This is probably the boss I die the most on average. Which by today's logic should mean I first try it. I'm not getting my hopes up though. So the damage strats for this fight are really difficult. And this is stupid RNG. Bad fish RNG. Like, you can get him to like below 10 HP if you're lucky. I got him to 20, which should be fine. But I would prefer to give it to like 15 at the very least. But the fish that spawn from the sides are RNG, so it's pretty hard to deal consistent damage. Whoop, 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 whoop. Dubstep squid. Rip Echo. You will not be missed. Alright. Let's hope I remember how to do this. Can I hit him? Hello? He should have been dead long before that, but I got unlucky on hitting him. So yeah, that's why you hate that boss. Because of exactly that. That goes like a minute. Probably more than a minute. Like, just look at the damage difference. This time I got him to 11 HP instead of 20, so we should be safe on the last attack now, guaranteed. The quick kill, at least killing one of both before the last phase is really important. If both are alive at the end of the fight, or when they start doing their final attack together, it takes forever to kill them. I don't know how the ending works. Alright. That's how we beat this boss now. Good. Okay, even killed him before he started spinning, which is good. Worst stage hype. Here we go.
Good luck.
Thank you. The stage is... This first screen is... I can't even talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. It's so stupid. Thank you. Alright. So we are going mountain climbing or something now. Don't ask why the stages are in the order they are in. It makes no sense, and it probably shouldn't make sense either. So the gimmick of this is the clouds you bounce off, which can be really annoying. The save, for example. That turnaround is really precise. For no good reason either. Good. Alright. More of this. I really gotta focus on this stage. That is a good jump. Hey, at least I first tried the gates. This bird targets you whenever he hits a wall. We just manipulate him in a certain way and beat the screen. Nice. Auto-scroller time. Once again, an incredibly long save that you can easily die on later on. Which I hope won't happen as usual. Good. Alright, now for 3 of these quote-unquote puzzle screens, because they're not really puzzly. They're pretty easy to figure out, but doing them, on the other hand, not so easy. Yeah, it won't work. This is probably the hardest part of this section. Like finding the right position of the elevator so you get over the first spike, barely. And then to make it over the others as well. Once again, a really chokeable save at the end here. That's 2 out of 2 times I've choked that jump now. It's like the same jump that was on the eel screen in the previous stage. More or less. It's a little bit different, but about the same difficulty. Good. What's also annoying about the stage, it's a lot of full jumps. Like, you have to press the jump button for a very long time a lot. Which actually hurts your finger a little bit after a while. This stage, like, entirely full jumps, almost. Gotta go fast here. Here's another screen where you can go really fast, because the cycles just sync up perfectly. Alright, that's stage 7 done, more or less. Good. Wow, I've never died that way before. Actually, I did. I lied. The only hard part for me is this attack, because my strat is terrible. If you're gonna lead this boss, do not do what I do at the start. That's all I have to say. I'm too lazy to learn new strats though, so I have to deal with that now. If you want to speedrun this game in general, it's really straightforward. There's not a lot of skips, it's just basically performing good in the platforming and on bosses. Like, not the most skip heavy or glitch heavy game. Alright. Getting close to the end. Not really. You can't really say you get close to the end because stage 10 is like 10 minutes long or something.
Just hit me up soon enough so I can get over to time you.
Yeah, it's not gonna be for another half an hour.
Alright then.
The stages are really, really long. Which is a good thing about the game when you're playing casually, because it's fun to platform. But really annoying in a speedrun, because you want to go fast. Oh, I made that. Sometimes lucky. OS Frog.
So yeah, it's kinda empty here and late, but we're still here streaming for you, supporting Save the Children. So if you're watching and you want to help children around the world in need, visit donate.esagermany.eu. Everything goes to STC, nothing goes into our pocket, Dan. So yeah.
Also, Phil Collins music. People always get hype about that for some reason. Tarzan. Why is this jump hard? There we go. This stage is probably, platforming-wise, the most annoying one in a run, because a lot of the saves, like a lot of the screens only have one save, so the saves are really long. That is 3 out of 3 that I died to that jump. I think there's no more of that in this game though, so we are done dying to that jump for now. So, are these hedgehogs or are these porcupines? I have no idea. No one can answer that question. They look like hedgehogs to me, but it makes no sense in this setting. Also, why does every animal want to kill you in this game? Unlike animals usually peaceful, especially like frogs. I wish you could shoot these guys. Would speed up stuff tremendously. I think Peter would have a problem with that. I went too early. As I said, I'm a very greedy runner, so I sometimes just die because I'm way too greedy. Second to last screen of the stage, and a really difficult one at that. This is one of the screens that I wish had a second save in it. Good, we've actually first tried it. I just missed that. Gotta have reloaded. I'm gonna wait. So, another run killer boss coming up. Shial. Or as I always call her, Spider, because I can never remember the name. Yeah, this is also mostly pattern. A lot of precise pattern. Now we dodge like 20 spiders or something. Alright. As I said, trial and error. Nothing really sticks out. It just boils down to knowing when to shoot the boss. RNG, please. That was not nice. Good. That B part can sometimes kill you if you go for too much damage. I played a little bit safe because marathon. This stage, I'm not looking forward to this. It's like a cave area with a little bit of Minecraft later on. Also, there's one jump in the stage that is absolutely horrendous. Which probably means I want to first try it. The jump at the end of this screen is absolutely terrible. Yep. That has killed many runs by taking like 10 attempts sometimes. That jump is so stupidly precise. I don't know who tested this game, or if it was tested, it probably was, but he should have made that jump easier. Someone should have noticed that. We might be here for a while, so suit yourself. There we go. More backtracking screens. He really likes those. Like where you have to go around and around like 3 times. So after going to the end. Oh. That's not good. There we go. Saved it. There's a skip here at the start of the screen that you don't really know about because it's dark. It's pretty obvious once you see the entire screen without the darkness gimmick. Now for some minecart sections. This minecart section is difficult. Really difficult. Because of this jump here. Good. The screen scrolling doesn't really help. Like, the screen scrolling is what makes it awkward. Because seeing stuff is overrated. Or being able to properly see where you are. Also good coding here. You don't have to press anything, you just drive against the wall and it glitches you back into the minecart. I don't know why that was. Wow, that has never happened before. I didn't even know that could happen.
Which makes it 2. It's never happened before.
It's actually true this time.
Wait, you lied before?
I said it 3 times, but 1 time it was light. I had said that already. So we are at 2. 2 legit, never happened before. Come on. What is this? That's what I mean about long saves having choke jumps at the end. This is probably the best example. Finally. Oh look, more backtracking. How fun. Also, once again, there's a jump at the end of the save that is just easily chokeable. I haven't choked it in 5 runs or something, but... Okay, I didn't. I was gonna say. This is a really fun screen. You can't see the bats sometimes, but you need to kill them sometimes before they trigger. Because of where they are. And this jump. I hate that jump. Legit. I know if this is intentional that bat triggers on the previous save. Man, I really don't like this stage. What is happening? Not even getting around the easy part of the jump. Landing on the other side is difficult. Well, now I'm just choking. There we go. Ah, now Minecraft. Where you have to use your mouse. Which is really awkward if you have to jump. There's a skip here, this corner. Did it. Nice. There's a setup for that. Why am I hearing myself? Never mind, I'm not anymore. Also more good coding. Feels good, man.
Easy.
I wonder how no one noticed that. Also, more Minecraft. Kinda weird, like, usually these blocks take forever to get destroyed. Like, sometimes when you click on them, they don't get destroyed, but here, it works really well for some reason. On my home PC at home, it sometimes just doesn't work at all for like 5 clicks. I don't know if you can see my hand position right now, but it's really uncomfortable. I have like my thumb on the arrow keys and my small finger on the jump button. It's really stretched out. Alright. This is kinda a trial and error auto-scroller. You need to go the right way 4 times. And the game doesn't exactly tell you where to go. There's a cryptic hint at the start of the save, where there's 1 spike facing upwards and 3 spikes facing downwards. I have no idea how anyone is supposed to make that connection. Luckily it's... Oh god. Luckily I'm stupid.
Nobody saw that.
That didn't happen. The problem is there's a bullet blocker, like there's an invisible block before the button here that you can't shoot through. So you sometimes just get... You just don't hit it sometimes because of that. It's like meant to block you off from saving from too far away. I don't know why you put one there, but whatever. Alright. Almost at the last stage. Easiest boss in the game, by the way. I probably don't want to die to it. I almost died. Man, my damage is terrible, but we should be fine. Good. Casually, this boss is really hard to figure out. Like, all the patterns are like pretty specific if you want to deal damage. So you're just spending like an hour, half an hour maybe, learning the patterns. Then you gotta start optimizing your damage. Time for the epic stage 10, the great finale. The first part of stage 10 is just these arenas every screen. It's not very exciting. Let's hope they don't spawn on top of me. They didn't. Good RNG. If those zombies spawn on top of you, it's really awkward to kill them because you have to jump away. And then they chase you already before they die. These things target you. I thought I was gonna go under me. So yeah, more pattern stuff that you're not really supposed to die to. And actually a quick hit on this save that I never get anymore. You can kill both of these guys before they throw their second X, but I can't do it anymore for some reason. And what would be a game without Medusa heads, right? As in every Castlevania game ever, these are RNG. That was really close. This stage really sets the mood for the final boss. It's like just epic music, epic scenery. Definitely the best part of the game. Let's hope I don't die here. I was gonna say no one ever dies here, but I died here during the practice run. So, rip. It's so easy, you just do the same thing over and over. You just jump around in a circle pretty much. I don't know how I managed to die here. But I did. Maybe today is the day where I two-cycle this guy. Don't think so. Nope. Yes, I got a lot of HP left as well. I don't know if it's possible to two-cycle him, but I got him to 1 HP once. BBF, I assume it is. But no one has ever done that. Kinda funny how you just run and these don't hit you. I don't know if that is intentional. Almost done with the first third of stage 10. The stage is divided into 10 sections, 3 sections. Every time the music changes is when a new section starts, pretty much. It's like 2 more saves now. Yeah. This takes a while to learn as well. Just try and error to learn how to manipulate the fireballs so they don't kill you. Oh. I pressed the wrong direction. I'm very smart. Whatever, that happens. I really want to damage this boss as much as possible. Good. And now for the bane of my existence. No one struggles with this fight. Like, no one ever struggles with this in a speedrun. And I just can't do it usually. I've lost so many runs to this. I don't know why. It's easy. It's supposed to be easy. But it's not. Also, I jump all the time to manipulate the bat that follows me. Nice, I did it. God bless. That's the first part of stage 10 done. Now we go into the castle. And with really hype music. Sour, please. This is a really cool stage. That's a really cool segment. Oh god. That was close. How is time looking? I think we might just be going slightly over estimates. I hope that is okay. No. I'm gonna try my best. I think we can still make it on estimate. But this stage is really long. I don't know. Auto-scroller hype. I don't really mind the auto-scrollers in this game. They are boring, like take a while and stuff, but they're actually challenging. So it's not like you just hug a wall and go to the end or whatever, like in a lot of other speed games where you just don't do anything during the auto-scrollers. You actually have to do stuff here. Which is definitely preferable. Visual confusion. The screen. Easy. You probably didn't even realize what was going on. That's fine though. That's a really good first try. I'm gonna wait. I didn't have to wait, but it's better safe than sorry on this one. So if you have a donation or anything to read, now is a good time, because the screen takes like a minute.
Unfortunately, we have viewers, but they're quite lurking. That's for the donations as well.
Aw, too bad. Alright. Then you can close Watch me probably choke on the screen. Just as usual, a lot of back and forth. Takes a while to remember what buttons to hit at what point. Alright. Good. These spikes change whenever I jump. There's like a certain way I do the screen. It's also the single hardest platforming screen in the game, in my opinion. Oh. I don't even know how I just died, but I did that wrong. There we go. Can I get in there? Thank you.
What I also want to note is, again, if you donated and your donation is not showing in our tracker, don't worry, your donation is always going to STC. If it doesn't show in our tracker, that means PayPal hasn't given the proper verification for the payment yet, which means it doesn't show up in our tracker. Your donation will always go to STC, but unfortunately it might not end up in our tracker. We are very sorry, but there's nothing we can currently do about that.
We're almost done with the second part of stage 10. Then we have a really, really long tower climbing section coming up. Oh, I'm not used to this mouse speed, so I had to find it first. Alright. Let's go. Mouse on the screen. I'm sorry. This jump. I don't like it. Come on. There we go. Please don't choke. Good. So this is where the gimmicks previously used in the game kind of show up again. It's like the stage rush. Here are the vines from stage 5. This is the hardest save of the segment. Because of how the screen scrolled, it's really awkward to do these jumps. That was pretty quick. Here the jump replenishers, basically from everywhere in the game, but mostly stage 2. The vertical vines from stage 5, hidden as, or camouflaged as chains. Oh. Doing the segment fast is difficult. You have to like do a jump around that spike. What is happening? I think I'm setting that up wrong. There we go. I'm on this save. Whenever I shoot, the electricity changes. Good. And the last screen of platforming. And then we have the final boss, which might take a while. The final boss is incredibly long. But also incredibly cool looking, so I don't mind. Gonna be a little bit close. I hate that jump. You're not even supposed to do that jump that way. But as usual, I make up my own strats, and I'm too lazy to learn anything else. Oh. I think that happened in my PB. Alright. Please, God, don't die to this part. I do not want to die to this part. Alright, good. Now, for the final boss. There's that old wizard guy. I don't know why he's here, but he is. And there's death. This fight takes forever. Oh, I got the quick kill. Holy shit, dude. I never get that. That saves like 40 seconds if I don't choke. Which is a big if because this part is really hard. I almost got RNG'd by the size. I get that quick kill maybe 1 out of 10 attempts, honestly. It's actually insane that I got that. I've never gotten it in a run. That is exciting. And now we use Holy Water instead of shooting, because the only way you can kill death apparently is using Holy Water. I'm probably gonna die here. Don't do it. Okay, didn't do it. Alright, that's the first half done, or the first quarter. Has about 90 more seconds, so kinda get ready on time. If I don't die, it's like 90 seconds from now. Really hype avoidance. That's gonna survive for 90 seconds, easy, right? This is so cool. Looks like it might be right on top of the estimates. If I don't want to first try this. I like it. Alright, from here on out, it's all pattern. If I die, it's my own fault. Can't even blame RNG. Beats Batman. That is not how I do that, but it worked. YOLO. Yeah, this is basically just memorization at this point. Time is when the credits start rolling, which is in like 5 seconds. Get ready. And time. Alright, that was Fight My Destiny. What time did I get at the end? I got... Wow, I cut that really close. But, underestimate, can't complain. The ending was pretty cool. Getting the death quick kill, that was a gold split by like 40 seconds. Unfortunately, it doesn't really count now. Alright, that's it from me. I hope you enjoyed the run, I hope you enjoy the rest of the marathon. I don't really know what game is next, but... I hope you enjoyed watching it anyway. Oh, it's Momodora. That's a really cool 2D platformer. I really enjoyed playing through that, so the run should be pretty fun. Alright, I'm gonna give it off to the host. See ya and have a good event.